hello everyone. I'm Srijani. I'm 17, deep diving into this amazing world of baking. So, yeah, I have been exploring baking for about a year now, and I am really enjoying it. Doing different projects, different lives, basically baking every day and enjoying it every single time. So we today we have Keshika with us to talk more about baking. So yes, give me a minute. Yeah, I'm just trying to add her in. So basically, Keshika is also a baker. She's an animal activist and entrepreneur and does lots and lots of stuff. So we'll hear from her what her journey was like. One second, I'm just trying to accept her. Yeah, and also like I have started this series of baker tales. I'll be posting different like I'll be having different lives with different bakers, talking about their learning journeys, and talking about baking, different techniques, different theories about baking. So let's see how that would go. Oh yeah. Hi, hi,
Hi,
hi. How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
I am great. Yes, I was just talking about how you are doing multiple stuff in your journey, like you're baking, you're an animal activist, and an entrepreneur, and a lot more stuff. So,
I was
yes.
listening to you, and all of a sudden, uh, I
Sorry?
I was actually listening to all of
Okay.
what text you are giving.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Just for me.
Okay. Maybe we can start. Like, how did this whole thing of baking started in your journey?
I can't get I'm getting a lot.
Uh, is it better now?
You can be a little louder, I guess, because
Okay.
people who are
Okay.
will also have the same problem. That's why.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm just asking how the whole thing of baking started in your journey.
So it all started when I was 12. I was just cooking during lockdown, and then I was trying to bake. We didn't have an oven or no TV back then during the COVID. So I was just trying to bake. I tried to bake cake, set it in the cooker, and it was all every minute I tasted too many cakes. So my mom was just started, and all of a sudden, my birthday.
Your voice is breaking a little bit.
You can hear now.
Yes, yes, now it's better.
And then for my birthday, my parents gifted me an oven, an OTG.
Wow,
It was Morphe Richards. And it all started well.
nice, nice. But why baking though? What interests or what do you enjoy in baking?
I feel like baking is something like very and
Sorry, very
very therapeutic, and it just feels
okay.
like when I bake, it feels like home.
I
And whenever
know.
like so pissed off, if I'm sad, if I'm happy, no matter if I'm sad or happy, I always bake. I always want to bake. And it always feels like my happy place. Where
Yeah, it's mine too. Even I really simply enjoy baking.
yeah,
It
it's not
doesn't matter which
like
mood
how
I am in. It's just so good. Yes. But why baking though? Like, what motivates you to bake?
so I never knew. Like I started cooking during lockdown. Out of nowhere, it just started out of boredom. So
Sure, sure.
I was just bored of online classes. I was just bored of Netflix, YouTube, and stuff. So I used to do, like, I used to paint, I used to draw. Out of boredom, I used to do all these things. So just like that, randomly I started cooking, and I found that really interesting. Uh, and I found that I have the talent to, explore a lot of good dishes. And that's when, like, I never knew that I'm a good chef or I'm a good baker. It's all just trial and error. So out of like trialing baking and cooking, I just found that it makes me happy, and that's why I like chose it.
Yeah, even I have a very similar journey. Even during lockdown, I started watching lots of movies and series, and that's when I was like, I'm watching it too much, and my parents tried to control it and all. And then slowly, even I thought, okay, fine, how many days I'll keep watching these series, and then I also started doing different
At one
stuff. So it's quite
point
similar.
it gets very bored. like
I know.
like how long are we gonna watch this? Like, till how many years?
True, true. I agree. And how did you learn? Like, what are different resources that you use to learn baking?
So
Or baking, or rather anything, I feel.
okay,
How do you learn?
things of baking I learned it from YouTube, like just from the
Sure.
basic tutorials and stuff. I just learned it from all the basics were from YouTube. And initially, I didn't go to any class. When I started my business, I wasn't much aware of baking. I didn't, to be honest, initially when I started my business, I didn't know how to. I don't know how to, whip a cream properly.
But
So
hands off to
I,
you for, taking that chance and, starting your own business.
yeah,
Uh,
really, I didn't know. I didn't know how to develop my menu. So I
sure.
used to sell pickles and stuff. I used to sell pickles, jams, pancakes, brownies, mayonnaise, and stuff. So, like, I just wanted to expand my menu, and I wanted to, learn more in baking, because baking is just like you can keep learning. There's
I know,
so much
yeah.
to learn,
True,
and
true.
I didn't even learn 10% from baking. So there's so much to explore and learn about baking. So I think so. I thought of, a basic master's course, and a basic master's course in baking. Then immediately started thinking.
Can you come a little bit closer? Like, it started to break again.
Yeah, okay. I think 1 minute.
Yes, yes. Please take your time. Yeah, that's quite interesting about how you learn using different mediums. I know, like, people think that there's only one way to go to a school or to go to a course or something. But I feel there are much more, lots of possibilities and lots of people where we can learn from. A lot of resources that are available in these days in the internet that we have. So it's nice
Because
that we are using it wisely.
learn baking from a professional. So the basics can be learned all by yourself, just by googling recipes, searching
I
for
know.
good. It's all just
Yes,
trial and error.
I agree. Even I never did a course, maybe 1 day, 2 day course, but even I never took up a big course where I, learn everything about baking. Even I do it very similarly, as you said, like trial and error. Maybe that's how everything we learn, right?
And I guess all, like, most of the bakers started their journey just with YouTube and Google.
I know. Yeah, yeah. I feel it's very like a privilege for our generation. Uh, Definitely. Yeah. So, do you plan your day, like, or do you plan what you want to learn, what you want to do, and all of that every day, or like anything like that?
So I actually have a goal to, to maintain a
Sorry?
to do. I actually have a goal to maintain a to do list for
Uh,
every day, for like my every.
mm,
But I don't do it most of the times. I, I just go with the flow, and sometimes, like, let's say if, like, I'm having like too many interviews, too many meetings, too many, I'm like very packed for the day, I'll make sure I'm managing my time by creating a list for the particular time and stuff. When I am busy. It's,
You have to come a little more closer. I guess it's breaking.
it's
Your voice is
not,
breaking. Yes, yes, better.
I think I have to hold it in my hand. Yeah, okay. Don't mind
Yeah.
me, okay?
No
Because I'm
worries.
holding.
No worries.
Yeah. So I think if I'm too busy, I'll have a to-do list. And if it's just a normal day with like just one meeting or just one interview, I'll just go with the flow.
That's nice. I'm actually quite opposite to yours. I always want to make a big plan, to do list, what to do, what not to do, and all of that. It's something like that. That kind of person I am. So,
And
yeah, maybe
I
that
do
gives me
do
more
that sometimes.
clarity on what to
Yeah,
do.
and sometimes it feels like I need to do more. I need to do this. I need to do that. I'll create a big list and I won't follow that the next day. This also happens.
Yeah,
I'll be
that
with the
also
fire to
happened
start
with me
something.
also.
Yeah, I think most of us have done it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, how do you document your learnings? I see you do a lot of stuff. I see you do different programs, different interviews, different. You started your own bakery, like home bakery, and you also started teaching it also. So, I was wondering, how do you document all these learnings you have?
Okay. So the thing is, um, all these like teaching and stuff. I just wanted to learn more. That's why I started teaching. And to document these, I think I don't think I'm ready to answer this. We'll go to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no worries. Yeah. So, do you do research also apart from baking kind of a thing? Like rather than do research about it. If yes, how do you do that? Anything on that
Okay.
note?
So I have never done researching about baking, like with this one topic. But I like a couple of months ago, I did a diploma in baking and pastry art. So that is when I want like that is when I know all these French words and stuff. So I wanted to know the meanings. I wanted to know what all are there, and that is when I started researching. And all these research on
Your
diploma
voice
course.
is breaking, and I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
And I think all these researching and stuff like started when I was doing my diploma, like just a couple of months ago. And
Okay.
recent days, I've not been researching much about baking, but I've been researching a lot about cooking.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you think the diploma helped you? Diploma in pastry.
Okay, so the diploma obviously helped me to gain more knowledge from baking. Like I learned so many things which I wasn't even aware about, which I didn't even know about. So
Sure.
I learned so many new baking terms and stuff.
Nice. So, was it the diploma? Was it hands-on, or were you just
Yeah,
having some
and
books and stuff?
diploma.
Acha, okay.
Was
So you
yeah,
like how did that go? Like how was your experience doing that?
yeah. It was a good experience because I was the youngest in my class. Like
Obviously.
as usual, I keep talking. My teacher gets pissed off. She's like, "Pepe, basic," like that. It was fun and I learned a lot.
Nice, nice. So how was the structure for diploma? Like you had few lessons that you need to cover, or how was it?
So it's just like weekly 3 days. I think
Acha,
we almost went like for 2 months or 1.5 months, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember properly. But
okay.
it was a hands-on class. Usually they start in the morning. We start with the theory and then we go to the practical part.
Oh, acha. Nice. So I also got to know that you also write NAOS. So which standard are you now?
I am supposed to be in my 10th grade right now, but I'm in my 11th.
Okay.
I completed my 10th grade when I was in 9th grade. I,
Okay. Why NAOS though?
because yeah, why did you choose open schooling? It's the same reason you need to know about it. I wasn't able to cope up my CBSE and my baking together, and when
I know.
schooling and exams, my annual exams for my 8th grade started, I had to stop my business for almost 6 months. At one point, I even forgot many of the measurements and recipes and stuff. So that is when I
That
that I like when like the offline thing started. I had to go like tuitions. I had to write my homework. I had to write my assignment. I had exams. We have to study all of a sudden from
I
like shift
know
to
it's a big
offline.
burden, man.
Yeah, it was such a big burden, and like all of a sudden we were like free for almost 1.5 years. We didn't like no one pressurized us. There were
Mm,
like no one to come and like tell you study, do this, do that, complete your work and stuff. And then all of a sudden they like put all of the pressure on us. So I just like I was so irritated and annoyed at one point, and I think that is I like knew that baking is something like which is really close to my heart, and I can't be without baking. Like, and I can't do anything without baking. So I used to go to my school. Like I used to go to school from 8 to 2, and then 8 to 3, and then I had to come home. I have to eat, and then I go to my tuition. I'll come back at 8. I'll have some homework and stuff. I have to do it, and then I'll sit and bake
that's
the whole.
nice.
This was
I know this whole school is like a big deal. It literally
yeah
eats a big chunk of our day, and that's why even I don't really uh, prefer going. That's why even I chose open learning. Even I
yeah
completed my 10th and hours, but later on I felt maybe baking is my passion. Let me just go into it. So that's when I joined Coversity. So Arohi Coversity is a place where us teams, like few of our teams who are willing to make their passion to profession. So that's when I chose this path of open learning in Arohi Coversity. It's a big community, which I really and absolutely love being in. So yeah, that's how it's going. So what are your few suggestions that you have for upcoming bakers like us?
don't invest too much money on like too much don't invest too much money on these online courses. Go for online courses. So go
Agreed.
for offline courses. I'm sorry. Don't invest on online.
Okay.
But I feel I don't continue this just because hands on
More
whatever.
closer.
I
Sorry.
feel like offline is more better because teaching someone in person, like holding their hand and then helping them to cross, is totally different from what we're doing in online. So I, I for online classes, I am planning to come up with online workshops because I want online workshops. So I
Yeah.
planning to start online, which I really don't want to, but people are asking. So I'm not able to avoid that. But even for my people who come for
Please come a little bit closer. The voice
okay,
is
so
breaking.
even for my students, people who ask for online courses, I suggest them to come offline and learn.
So, how is your teaching experience going on?
Yeah, I think teaching many people like gives me like I learn a lot from that, like just by teaching people. So yeah, I really love teaching, and yeah, I really love interacting with people. So I really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I know people do say that teaching is one of the amazing way to learn
Yeah,
something. Yeah. Okay. Nice. It was nice. So, shall we move to some rapid fire? Like I'll
yeah.
keep asking you a lot of questions related to baking, mostly. So maybe you can just tuck answer all the questions and then we can wrap it up. Okay. So, what do you like to bake? Chocolate cake or normal vanilla cake?
Chocolate
Uh, what do you like to eat? Cake or cookie?
cookie,
Uh, which technique do you like the most? Whipping or mixing?
whipping.
Uh, what do you prefer? Uh, home cooked, freshly baked, or maybe a store bought one?
Freshly baked, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's not even a
Which
question.
which cream do you prefer? Whipping cream or buttercream?
Whipped cream. More easy.
Whipped cream. Okay. Agreed. Buttercream is much complicated, is
But
what I feel.
buttercream is more safer. Like,
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Sorry. Fruit. Do you like fruit cakes or dry fruit cakes? Like
fruit,
fresh fruit or dry fruit cakes?
fruit,
Fruit
like wet fruit. Like,
cakes. Okay. Wait, I'm just searching those questions. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, sorry. One word to describe your day.
one word to describe my day.
I
Productivity.
mean today. Okay. So one word to describe your whole learning journey.
Oh, that's okay. Something.
Or
Um.
one sentence or anything you can say it out also. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, it's a rapid fire. Fine. One word to describe my journey. I. I. Is it okay if it's a sentence?
Yeah, yeah.
Learn
Yes.
from my mistakes. I learned everything from
Nice.
mistakes.
One thing you would like to learn, like any recipe that you want to learn, any dish.
Any dish. Uh, I wanted to I wanted to learn how to make perfect poached eggs. Been
Okay.
I
What do you?
tried it so many times and I never got it like
I
perfectly.
also love
I
poached egg.
make perfectly cooked poached eggs. Like it should be perfectly cooked.
Okay. Yeah. One thing you bake very well.
Brownies.
Brownies. Do you mind sharing some recipes or couriering some brownies
Def-
to me?
yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's it for the rapid fire round. So, yes. So, do you have any questions to ask me or anything like that? Or
I really don't have any questions. I just wanted to say one thing. You are doing really great. Like
thank you.
just because like I'm not saying just because like both of our journeys are like very similar. I think it's almost the same.
I know, right?
Almost.
Yeah, like I'm into open learning, you're into open learning. I bake, you bake. We are
Yeah,
both productive people,
yeah.
I guess.
I just wanted to tell you that don't stop what you're doing. You're just amazing. And you look very pretty.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah. And also one question I had. How
Yeah.
are you managing all of this, Keshika? Like, I don't get it. You're doing a lot of stuff. I see you do a lot of, like, you also are a content creator. You do, like, animal activists. You do lots of programs and all of that. How do you manage?
Okay. So how do I manage? Many people ask me this. I don't find all of these like I don't find all of these very difficult because I am really loving what I'm doing. So maybe if I'm
That's
like
what all matters, I feel.
maybe if I'm being like forced to do baking or forced to do content creation or like forced to do public speaking, I wouldn't have done it perfectly. It would have been under a lot of pressure and no, it wouldn't have I wouldn't have done it happily with a lot of
Yeah.
satisfaction. So just
Sure.
because no one's forcing me and just because I am doing it out of my own interest and I'm just doing what I love. So yeah, I don't find it difficult and managing all these with NIOS is very easy compared. So according to my like, because of managing it,
Come a little closer, sorry.
okay, like managing this all of this with my like passion because of all of these because of the self confidence and it's because of the passion which I have for myself. So
I, I know. I agree completely that when you love what you do, you do. It's simple. There's nothing
yeah,
about it.
I really don't mind, waking up like I really don't mind waking up early if I bake when I want to bake. When I want to study, I don't want to wake up early. So it's
I know.
just that I prioritize baking, I prioritize animal activism, I prioritize public speaking. Yeah,
So, what's your biggest support? Like the major support you get from, like, through feedback, through criticism, or through helping out when you are down, or
my,
through
my
your mental breakdowns,
my
or anytime.
friends and family, and especially
Uh,
my like they are my major backbone. Like behind whatever happens, they are my major support system. And
yeah.
towards negativity, my parents are like just don't mind about it, and then my friends are like fighting towards the people who are like talking to me, who are, like shouting at me, who are like commenting on my post and stuff. Like
So
the family are my support system.
that's amazing. That's really amazing to listen to your journey and also interact with you. I would love to do more and more lives and interact with you more.
Definitely.
So yeah, maybe we can call, like, say, sorry, did you say anything?
No, no, I didn't say anything.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for joining, Keshika. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you.
Having me, and all the very best for your beautiful upcoming journey.
Yeah. So, having said that, I would also like to say that every week, like mostly on Friday, Saturday, we'll have a live where we invite different bakers. Like Keshika was my first guest, and thank you so much, Keshika.
Okay.
Yes, you are my first guest. Yeah, so there'll be more bakers who will come talk about their journey. Maybe we'll talk more about baking stuff. So see you there. Bye.
Yeah, I would love to listen to other bakers also.
Sure. Yes.
So yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
bye bye. All the very
Bye.
bye bye.